Breaking news, we've just gotten a report that there was another prostitute killed at 2 a.m. We are sending this report to John Lamb, who is currently at the scene right now.
Thank you, Dalton. I'm currently at Whitechapel District, 5 miles away from the first murder. We believe that Mary Ann Nichols, or Polly, was killed. Her age was determined to be 43. She was last seen between Osborne Street and Whitepool Road and suffered gruesome injuries. Back to you, Dalton.
Thank you, John Lamb. With this story, we'll take a short break. We just found another victim. John Lamb is currently at the scene right now.
Hi there, folks. The second murder a week after the first murder has occurred, located near the Whitechapel. The woman's name was Annie Chapman. She was age 47 and apparently was a mother and a widow. She was discovered in a yard behind the Hanbury Street, and apparently we have a surveillance camera that has caught her death. With this, we believe, since both murders were done in a similar fashion and in gruesome manner, the killer was the same person. He is a psychopath and most likely has been in the medical field. Now on to the weather.
Hi everybody, welcome to tonight's weather. As you can see, it's currently raining out. It's god awful. And if you take a look here, my temperature gauge, it's 0 degrees out. That's really cold. I just want to give a shout out to everybody watching CCN, Ching Chong News, China's #1 news source. Thank you.
Welcome back. It is September 30th and we have more breaking news. Just in, another murder that hasn't occurred since Annie Chapman's death on September 7th was found. Going to John Lamb, who's on the scene.
We have found another victim of this so-called killer, which we now call Jack the Ripper. We have a witness here who is going to speak to you in a bit to tell us about what has occurred.
I saw the murder in the bush. There's blood everywhere. Her ovaries were hanging out. It's crazy out here. If you're a prostitute, get off the street, man. Get off!
Hello. The victim that was described earlier by the witness was believed to be Elizabeth Stride. She was age 45 and found in Dutfield's yard. It's believed that there was no injury to her abdomen and only her throat was slit open. And this was particularly due to the witness running past and stopping Jack the Ripper. We have found another victim. Her name goes by Catherine Eddowes. She's age 46 and she died a short distance away from Dutfield's yard. The investigators have found 2 pieces of evidence, one of her apron and one of anti-Semitic graffiti close by. Be cautious and be careful. Thank you for listening to Ching Chong News, and we will be back.
Breaking news, it is November 5th, and this is big news. Months have been gone quiet, but we may have another victim. Yet another prostitute has been killed, and it is not confirmed on who murdered, although clues are leading back to the same suspect. We are bringing you to the scene of the murder live to see what happened.
Hello, I'm currently at Miller's Court where the 5th murder of Jack has been found. The name goes by Mary Jeanette Kelly. She was age 25 and she was the youngest victim. Her throat has been cut out, her internal organs were cut out, her breast and nose were also cut off. She was the worst and most gruesome death of Jack, and we've been trying to contact a detective for a very long time, and he has finally decided to speak to us.
Our #1 suspect is Montague John Druitt. His father was a medical practitioner, giving him access to the surgical tools and techniques along with the knowledge of female anatomy. With these abilities, he would have been able to commit the murder of the 5 confirmed victims. To add to this suspicion, it was found that he committed suicide in the River Thames in December of 1888, the same time that the killing stopped. All this evidence points to him being Jack the Ripper, or should I say, Montague the Ripper.
Thank you, Shay, for helping us with this case. Now off to Xavier with emergency weather alert.
It's not looking good, folks. China is going under. There's nukes everywhere. America is not happy. We got radioactive ash falling from the sky. The rain is coming down. Honestly, it's raining cats and dogs, but the people here love it because they love cats and dogs. It's honestly a miracle. This is the best day China has ever seen. God bless this country. Back to John in the studio.
This ends Ching Chong News. Be careful. You never know who's going to be coming through your back door.